Hey, thanks for stopping my Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Hope everyone is doing amazing today. Remember, these messages are timeless and will be received in divine timing for those who need to hear them. As always, if they don't apply, let them fly. You can always come back for the next one, but I do encourage you to stay because there might be something in here that you might need to hear. All right, that being said, let's begin. Today's message is for, I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but the message is from Source, and they want you to remain focused. Okay, apparently you're not remaining focused. There's a project that you're working on, there's something that you've been wanting to accomplish, and you've been very distracted. You're getting discouraged and you're letting outside forces distract you. You're getting pulled in a million different directions. Okay, they're asking you to stay focused on the task at hand. Now, for some of you, this might be writing a book. Another is trying to start a platform of your own, something similar to what I'm doing. And another is preparing to go back to school. Okay, there could be a few more instances. Like I said, I don't know exactly who this is for, but this message is about remaining focused. So it can apply to several people out there. Okay, um, it's difficult, especially when we're getting impatient when things are not working the way that we want them to work. We have to wait for divine timing, and that's the hardest thing to do. Waiting for divine timing sucks. It really does. But that's when you know that you're on the right track, okay? When there's resistance working, okay? As you're working towards something and you're receiving resistance, you are actually working through it. It's actually a test to give you strength, okay? To give you the strength that you need to push forward, to complete the task at hand, okay? They want to encourage you. Even though things are tough right now and you're getting resistance, it means because you're coming closer to your breakthrough. Okay, more often than not, the negative energies out there, when we get closer to our breakthrough, they start sending out all types of distractions and resistance our way. Okay, this is to discourage us. This is why you're feeling discouraged. Okay, they just want to give you a little extra help here. Okay, a lot of you have been, asking for help from the divine realms, and you feel like you're not getting answers. You have been getting the answers, you're just not listening, unfortunately. Okay, you're not following the signs, the indications, the little bits of progress that you're making, okay? Those are the answers. They're showing you you're on the right track. Keep going, okay? Things don't always work out perfect all the time, okay? They don't always start, falling into place all the time, okay? But this is all designed to help us gain strength, to build strength, to trust in ourselves, okay? A lot of times the divine realms is kind of like a good parent, like when a parent teaches their kid how to ride a bike, for instance. At some point when that kid is riding without the training wheels, the parent lets go without the child noticing, okay? And this is how we've all learned to ride bikes, most of us. When your parents finally let go and you realize they're not holding on anymore until you look back and you realize you're doing it on your own. You're riding solo. And this is exactly the way it works with the divine realms, okay? They'll hold us and guide us, okay? Especially during difficult times. And when it's time, they let us go. They let us go and they let us start pedaling on our own. You know, that's how you gain strength. It's the same thing in nature when a mother bird throws the chick out of the nest to teach them how to fly. This is where you're being taught how to fly. You're being taught how to ride that bike. Okay? You have the strength within yourself to do it. You just have to have the courage and the stamina to hang on. You also have to have the discernment to realize what the distractions are and stay away from them. Okay? A lot of times, as we are moving forward, there are negative forces out there that are going to try to pull you off your path, and they're going to use individuals, family, friends, um, other things that are taking precedent, things that are unnecessary. People dragging you to go out when you're supposed to be focused on your project. Somebody making you feel guilty about not doing something for them when you needed to do something for yourself. These are all the ways that, the interference comes in. Okay. And this is what we have to get our discernment sharpened about, realizing who's pulling us in different directions and how to, move forward regardless. Okay. Don't feel guilty if you can't do things for someone. Okay. because whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you're always there for everyone else. But when it's time to do things for yourself, no one wants to give you the peace to do that. Again, that's part of the external resistance that is preventing you or trying to prevent you from moving forward. That's the test. And the divine realms is showing you, actually asking you, allowing you to make the decision for yourself. Do you want to complete your task? Or would you rather go out and get pulled in different directions? Would you rather get pulled, to go out to, clubs and bars and, hang out at people's homes when you should be working on the things that are supposed to help move you forward? Now, that's not saying you have to leave these people altogether, okay? But it's asking you to take care of yourself first. Stay motivated. Because if you'll notice, a lot of times when you're hanging around these people, I'm getting the sense that you're being told, oh, why are you wasting your time on this? This is not going to work out. Again, that's all part of the negative influence. It's all part of the darker energies trying to pull you off the path that you were designed to do. Okay? And only you can move yourself forward for that. Only you can move yourself out of that situation. Okay? And this is what they're asking you to do. They want you to decide for yourself. They're not going to decide for you. You can do this. You have the strength to do it. Just continue to move forward. Don't look back. And for now, keep your business to yourself. Okay? Don't be telling everybody what you're doing. Okay? Because a lot of times that's when it opens the door for, it invites people to, belittle us or downgrade us or, distract us from what we're doing or make us feel unsure about where we're going. That's a lot. That's something that's very difficult to do because we want to share our happy moments with people, but we have to realize there are forces working through lower vibrational people, unfortunately, that are there to drag us down. They're there to prevent us from moving forward, and this is where the discernment comes in again. You need that discernment. Okay, I'm getting the names Joan, Sally, Tim, Derek, Martha, Joanne, Robert, Armando, Daniel, George. Okay, I'm sorry for the interruption. These names might apply to yourself or someone that that's, related to your situation. Again, this is just further confirmation if you're resonating with this message. Those names might apply to yourself or someone that that's involved in the situation. Or it could be for someone that is in this situation that might need to hear this message. Okay? So we're going to leave it at that today. I want to wish everyone an amazing day. I hope this message helps. And if you gave a like, I appreciate it because it does help the algorithm to get these messages to those who need to hear it. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again soon. Take care.